that night I was having the good old-fashioned pity party. I got a phone call, and I ran over to the message machine, and it said White House on the caller ID. And there's a famous florist in Phoenix called the White House, best one in town. I thought, isn't that nice? Somebody knows I'm kind of down, they're sending me flowers. But oh no, it was the other White House. And this is me in the Oval Office with President Bush. And what an incredible honor to be asked to be on the very first President's Advisory Council for Financial Literacy. I would not have received that phone call had I still been a rich dad. I had to close that door. I thought Rich Dad was my legacy. I figured that's all there is. That's my legacy. But oh no, God had something else in store for me. 2 months after this phone call, I got another phone call. Every phone call can change your life. It certainly has mine. And it was Don Green from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. We all know what was happening in the economy in 2007, 2008. And he asked me to step in to a project that was ongoing called 3 Feet from Gold. How many of you have read 3 Feet from Gold? Fabulous. All right, thank you. And Napoleon Hill, how many of you have read Think and Grow Rich? May I see? Fantastic. How many of you have not? I highly recommend it that you put it on your reading list. It is as pertinent today as it was when it was released in 1937. This was Napoleon Hill's lifelong work. It is the term paper, the college doctoral thesis on success. Why? Because it's not one man's philosophy. He talked to the richest men, I'll talk about more about that in a bit, 500 of the richest men in the world about their success. He believed that there was a formula. Dale Carnegie had challenged him. Andrew Carnegie. Somebody said Dale Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie challenged him. And he did that with a stopwatch, because he says he wanted him to say yes very quickly. And he said, I want you to do this. It's going to take you 20 years, and I'm not going to pay you anything. How many of us would say yes to that proposal, huh? And Napoleon Hill said, yes, I will do it. And literally, from that meeting, he got letters of introduction from Andrew Carnegie, the richest man in the world at the time, and he met the icons of our time. And he synthesized their interviews and came out with Think and Grow Rich. That is why it is still the quintessential thesis on success, as pertinent today as when it was released in 1937. But during this economic downturn, nobody really knew who he was. Napoleon Hill, a lot of people still didn't know had never heard of Think and Grow Rich. A whole generation we were losing. At that time, people under the age of 50, young people, right, didn't know who he was. And so they wanted to reinvigorate his teachings. So those of you who might not know him, you know his work. Napoleon Hill had the process of the mastermind. He created it. He created the concept of pay yourself first. He created the concept of the law of attraction. You may think The Secret, Rhonda Byrne, the movie, the book, no. Napoleon Hill first wrote about it in 1919. The law of attraction. What you think about comes about.